Happy New Year. Let's talk about the new theatrical releases for January 2025. What's up? I'm Austin Kohler, and at the beginning of every month, I research all the essential movie releases coming to a theater near you so that when you want to see a movie, you can make a quick and informed decision. This month, we have 6 movies to watch out for, and at the end I decided to throw in a little bonus, sort of a silly movie, so let's get into it. So the first big drop is going to be on the 17th. It's called Better Man. This movie is, it technically came out last year, but it's really just so they could get put into the Oscars. It's officially coming out on the 17th. What it is, it's a biography on Robbie Williams, and I'd be lying if I went into some big thing about how I know who Robbie Williams is and yada yada, but he seems like he's a very big, influential musician, all the stuff. The shtick of this is that he is a monkey in this movie. Full-blown, 100% CGI monkey, and that's kind of the shtick. Personally, I don't know him, so I don't really care, and the monkey just looks a little too cartoony for me. It's directed by the same guy that did The Greatest Showman, so his name's Michael Gracie. So it's going to be very, vibrant, poppy. It's going to be fun. The music is going to sound crisp and clean. It's going to be well edited that way. So if you're into that, if you know Robbie Williams, you like his music, whatever, this might be the movie for you. Also on the 17th, this is really what I'm looking for. Lee Winnell. I'm a huge fan of his. Wolfman. He's directing this. He wrote it. I'm just, like I said, I'm a big fan of his. I think he really gets horror. Most recently, he did like The Invisible Man, but he's responsible for Saw way back in the day. And I just think he's solid. It stars Julia Garner, who I also like. She's kind of got like a unique vibe, but I think she's a good actress. And it's just kind of a callback to the old Wolfman. Dude gets bit by werewolf and turns into werewolf, and it's more violent, and I think it's not gonna, based on the trailers, I feel like it's gonna be less of like you're supposed to feel for the werewolf and more of like he's a bad guy now and he's messing stuff up. So I'm looking very forward to it because I think being in Lee's hands is in good hands. How many times can you say hands? Next up on the 24th, we have Flight Risk. Now, dude, so when I was compiling this, I was like, I saw an ad for Flight Risk and wasn't really excited. I thought it looked dumb. I thought it looked predictable, yada, yada. I'm compiling this list, and what do I see? None other than directed by Mel freaking Gibson. I was like so blown away. So this movie went from like very low on the totem pole and it shot up to almost the top. I think Mel Gibson is such an underrated director. I think he's so good. He's got like a very definitive style. It's very unique, and I'm here for it. So I hope that it's good, but the setting doesn't feel good. It's not apocalypto. It's just they're in an airplane. So if you don't know, it stars Mark Wahlberg and Topher Grace is in it, and it's basically they're transporting this convicted felon in the sky in this airplane, and it just sort of like you don't know who's who. Like, who is he actually the bad guy? Is not, whatever. And that's the vibe. And I just feel like, oh man, I've been looking so forward to Mel Gibson. I wondered, is he done? He's not done. So I'm excited. So I have really high hopes for this. I have a feeling it's going to let me down. I just don't know if it's going to meet my expectations. I'm trying to temper them, but I am looking forward to it. I think that we should look forward to it. I think that Mel Gibson is a great director. Hopefully the script is tight. Hopefully it's strong, because Flight Risk could really be a sleeper. Also on the 24th is Presence. Now, technically it came out last year, Oscars, blah, blah, you get it. But so officially on the 24th, Presence, directed by Steven Soderbergh, who I'm a fan of, but he's also a little hit and miss. It's just a movie about this family in this house, that there's some presence, some scary thing around the corner. They don't know what it is. Lucy Liu is the mom in this family who I really like, and I think it can be good. So this is a maybe good, maybe not good, but if you like thriller horror, it's going to be in that alley. And so if you want to check that out, it's available on the 24th of January. Real quick, if you like these kinds of videos and you want to see more, please subscribe. Tapping that little button below, it seriously goes such a long way. It helps me a lot. It means a lot, and just helps the channel grow and helps me grow. And so please, consider subscribing. Next up on the 31st, the very end of the month, is a super interesting movie that I'm very excited for, Companion. Companion stars Jack Quaid, Dennis Quaid's son, and Sophie Thatcher, this rising star. I'm really a big fan of Sophie's. I think that she's killing it. She's doing a good job. She's kind of got like a unique look. She's a very good actress. I'm excited to see her continue to progress. I think that she's going to get put more stuff because she's a solid actress, and I just think she's doing a really good job. So, and I like Jack too. He honestly just reminds me of one of my best friends growing up, and so maybe that's there. But I think he's a decent actor. I mean, he's not top tier, but I think he is decent, and I think he gets better when he's surrounded with by actors that are really good. I think that probably is true for most actors. Anyway, what's it about? It's just your classic guy kidnaps girl. Now you're my girlfriend by force kind of deal. She trying to escape. That's the shtick. Drew Hancock is the director. This is his first go at a movie, so I'm curious to see what he can do. And honestly, I'm excited for it because Sophie, Jack, the premise looks fun. It's like interesting. It looks kind of like dark, like a horror, dark comedy humor type of vibe. But the biggest thing, it's only 90 minutes long. It's short, which means the script is tight. So that is playing in its favor for sure. Definitely looking forward to Companion, January 31st. And finally, also dropping on the 31st, the last movie that dropped this month before I tell you about the bonus movie is called Love Me. The write-up says it's a story that spans billions of years. A buoy and a satellite meet online long after humanity's extinction. The two actors are Kirsten Stewart and Stephen Yeun. I think is how you say his last name. I like both these actors. It could be good. I don't know. It's going to be, I think, honestly, if I had to say, I think it's going to be a 3 out of 5-er. I think it'll be decent, but it's not going to be anything spectacular. And I don't think that it's going to suck, but I'm curious to see where it goes. But if you're trying to feel that, that romantic movie feeling coming up on the Valentine's Day, then Love Me might be for you. Now, finally, the bonus movie, I saw this and I was like, dude, I got to throw this in there. On the 13th, a little movie called Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare drops. This movie is just a bastardization of Peter Pan, just like the Winnie the Pooh. All this stuff is being released into the world, and they're making these kinds of movies. So the write-up is after her brother Michael is abducted by the boy who never grew up, Peter Pan, Wendy Darling goes on a daring rescue mission. This movie is only like 85 minutes long. It's short. It's made by the same guys that did the Winnie the Pooh stuff. It's going to suck, but it might be like fun suck. You know what I'm saying? It might be something just to go to with your friends and laugh at it, whatever. It drops on the 13th, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. And that's all of the movies coming to a theater near you this month. If you want to see what's coming to the different streaming platforms, go ahead and click this video here and it'll take you there. Patreon.com/Austin Kohler is where you can get ad-free and exclusive videos. But the best perk is where you get to write in and I read your questions on the different shows about the different topics that you write in about. And right now, the collaborator tier, that's where you get to write in to the different shows. It's free for 7 days. So if you want to check that out, check that out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.